So I'd like to join Deborah in welcoming you all to the first of this series of workshops on the statistics wars and their casualties. And before I say anything else, I'd like to thank Deborah, not just for the introduction, but for organising these meetings, and more generally for her persistence and energy over the years in encouraging statisticians and those using statistics to have a balanced perspective on how to draw conclusions from data. There's no doubt that the ideas and tools we will be discussing have a unique importance in the world, if only because of their ubiquity. Statistical methods are used everywhere, in cosmology, in medicine, in government, in business, you name it. So the ability to draw the right conclusion is of paramount importance, or perhaps, given what we'll be discussing, perhaps I should say the ability to draw the right conclusions with confidence and not to draw the wrong conclusions too often is of paramount importance. So today we've got three speakers, Deborah herself to kick things off, followed by Richard Morey and Stephen Sen. Each speaker will have 35 minutes, and I ask them to stick to that as we've got a tight schedule. I will give each of the speakers a 5-minute warning, and please could they use those final 5 minutes to sum up and repeat the main points of their presentation. Then we'll have a 10-minute break, followed by an opportunity for each of the speakers to respond to anything the others have said. Then I'll open the discussion to the floor, inviting the audience to comment or ask questions. You can post your questions in the chat facility, and you might like to begin posting them while the speakers are speaking or during the break. In the discussion itself, as well as posting questions in the chat, you can raise your electronic hand and I'll try to get to you and invite you to speak. And I'll try to do that in the order in which hands are raised. And please can everyone remain muted unless invited to speak. If you have a question to a particular speaker, please say so. At the end of the proceedings, the last 10 minutes, the open discussion will be followed by an opportunity for the speakers to make some final remarks, reflecting on the responses to their presentations. And so with that sort of housekeeping stuff behind us, I'm going to hand back over to Deborah to give the opening presentation. Deborah.